Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the input output statement and import function in Python. So let us see one by one what is the input output. A good program should effectively communicate any input in Python from the user and display a result to the outside world. That means a program should get the input and it gives some output. A user can give a program input manually from a keyboard or use data from an external source like a file or a database. That means either the user can type the input values while running the program, or the data can be get from the file as we did in the file program, or we can use the database to get the data. Python offers us several built-in functions that make it easy to create a program quickly. We have many built-in functions. As we know that what is a function is the what's a function? Function is a group of statement to do some function, some activity. Two of the most important or commonly used built-in functions are the input and the output functions, which is the input and the print functions that are used for frequent input and output operations respectively. Now a file is considered as a module in Python. As since we are talking about the what is a file, it is a module in Python, and to use the module you have to import it using the import keyword. So since we are talking about the import function, also here we are talking about the file. So a file is a module. In order to use any module you have to use the import function. Let us see with the example. Import in Python is similar to the include header file in C or C++. In the C language, we are using #include stdio.h. Likewise, in C++, we use IO stream. So same way, here we are using the import function in Python. So the syntax is import module name. So what is the module name? As I have mentioned here, it is a file considered. For example, import math. Here math is the module. So this math module will contain all the functions which is in mathematics. Now we are going to use a simple program for the pi value, which is the standard pi value we are using in a mathematical calculation. So using a variable pi is equal to math.pi. Here math is the module. There we are taking only .pi. That means we are taking only the pi value from the math file. Print the value of pi is pi. So we are just reading and printing the value of pi. So this is the example of the import module in Python. And now we are printing the value as the another function, which is the remainder, which is giving the remainder after division. So print the remainder is math.remainder. So here the remainder is the function which give the remainder value of division. Now the values here are 105, 2. That means 105 is divided by 2 and the remainder is 1, which is given as the output. Okay, so this is the two example of using the value of pi and the value of remainder from the math function. So simply to say, there are many functions we can use from the math module. We are just using, for example, 2, which is the pi value as well as the remainder function. Okay. Now let us see in the next slides about some examples how to use the input output statement. So here the first example is num is equal to 65. As we know that we don't declare the values in Python as int or float, but we convert according to the values given to the input. It will be changed accordingly. So now print the value of the number is num. So now here num is 65, which is an integer value. No need to mention, with the value itself the variable is assigned. Now the output is the value of the number is 65. This is one type of simple print statement. Okay. Second one, name is equal to input of what is your name hyphen. Now this is the input function which is going to get the input from the keyboard. The question is what is your name. So whatever you type from the keyboard will be given to the variable name. Okay. Now when I type print hello comma name. So hello within the quotes is the string which is printed as it is, comma name. So name here is what we type through the keyboard is the name. So the answer, suppose if I type what is your name, I am typing John for the input. Now the answer will be hello John. Okay, this is the second example of the print statement. So in the first print statement, we are just typing a integer value, and here next in the print statement we are typing the string value, but the mention is done, not anywhere it is done. Okay, now when you say num is equal to 65 means it is integer, name is equal to input of, that means it is a string. So now input is getting the type based upon the value of the input given through the keyboard or any source. Now third example is print 1 comma good comma morning. Here 1 is the integer, good is the string, morning is the string. Okay, now let us see with the example how it is going. Print 2 comma good morning comma sep. Here sep is the separator. What is the separator is like how we put comma or hyphen or full stop, that is called separator. All the delimiters are called separators. We can use any separators. Here the separator example given is the slash. In the previous line, the first one good morning, there is no separator, which is the default is the space. This may be asked as a one word question. The default separator is space. Suppose if you want to mention something other than space, we are using the any symbol. Now we are using the slash symbol. Now see the output, we'll get to know properly. Now next one, print 3 comma good morning, separator is equal to dot dot dot. Okay. Next one is print 4 good morning, sep is equal to one arrow mark. Okay, so different separators we are giving. Let us see how the output looks like. One good morning, there is space as a separator, and then 2 slash good slash morning because we are using sep plus slash, and when you use dot 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 3 dot 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 good dot dot morning, and likewise in the fourth you are using the arrow, so 4 arrow good arrow morning. Okay, so now here we are this is one example of some printing format. Next is the for n in range of 4. This you have done in your programs in many times in your program using the for loop. Just print n. So this is the printing only the integer value. Okay, this is print of n. There is no format is there, nothing is there, simply a print. Okay, so this is one example. The answer is 0, 1, 2, 3 because it won't type 4 because when you use the range function, the answer printed will be less than 1 in the range bracket. Now 4 is in the bracket of the range function, so it will type only up to 3. Okay, this is the fourth example, and we have the next example. A is equal to mine, B is equal to yours. We are assigning a string value, A as mine and B as yours, and then we are saying print this book is curly braces open and close, and then that pen is curly brace open and close. So now we have written the statement and we are using the format. What is the format? Dot format comma A comma B. What does it mean is when you use the format statement, the first value will go to the first placeholder. Second value goes to second placeholder. We have two placeholders. Placeholder means the empty brace, curly braces, and the first value is A and the second value is B. And the same thing we are using in a different way. Print this book is the same thing only, the same statement, but here dot format of B comma A. That means B will come to the first placeholder and A come to the second placeholder. Okay, let us see the output now. This book is mine and that pen is yours. Initially A is mine and B is yours. That is first is A and second is B. So it is given as the book is mine, first is mine and then the pen is yours. Now next print statement helps to interchange the values. How it is doing? B comma A. So the book is yours and the pen is mine. Able to follow that? So now in the placeholders allocate some space for the variables to be printed, and the variables the order will be taken as such. A comma B means mine then yours. B comma A means first yours and then mine. Okay, now this is the example. Next example is print he ate slash within curly brace and slash 0 within curly brace and 1 within the curly brace dot. Format is chocolate comma ice cream. Okay, so now this means that 0 means the first one, 1 is the second one. Okay, and now if you use the statement Print here he ate 1 and 0 dot format comma chocolate comma ice cream. Now let us see what the answer will be. The first statement is he ate chocolate and ice cream, because chocolate comes first and ice cream comes second, 0 comma 1. Now the same statement which is written as he ate 1 comma 0, 1 and 0. The first statement is 0 and 1. Now it is 1 and 0. That means the second one comes the first and the first comes the second. So he ate ice cream and chocolate. So in the fifth example, we are using the placeholder and changing the variable name. Here we are using the index name, index value 0 comma 1, 1 comma 0. Okay. Then seventh example is name is equal to input of what is your name. Print hello comma name. So it gives the value as we seen before. When I give the name as John, we are just giving us hello John. Okay. So this is how the different print statements is used to print the value in different formats, and the import function helps to import the pi and the remainder function. That's all the simple examples for using how to use the input and the output statement as well as the import function. Hope it is easy and simple to follow, and thanks for watching.